it's for the taking. No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. She knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We play to win. Let's go! Get down! 180! Shot 53! Let's go, defense!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
This is Carson. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That goes for a gain of 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
We're set. Ready? Trey Perry.
They're not ready for this. They still play. Y'all playing.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 77 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Say. Get that.
15. Hey, 43.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run the counter. It's Carson. Finding room inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
185. 53.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Down. 180. Check 56. You remember me? You express. Let's go, baby. Go, Chief.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Yellow. 180. 52 right here. 52. Don't get nervous.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Ready? 180. Next pass. 20. Silver. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to wind up, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go up top, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through, and the lead is down to a field goal. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Nice little juke. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, 734. Hey, box truck.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
White.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Monday, down. 185.
Hey, you got it.
White Monday.
Watch the pass.
Pilot, 64, weak.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the 39, Carr. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 180.
53. It's our field.
Deuce White Chief.
Hey, it's our house.
Ruts in. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first and 10, here's Carr. This complete to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes forced out to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I'm going back.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 64 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, 43, 15. You blue dot Quarkus. Check 15. Kill. Hey, 57.
They run it with Carson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow. No, little lady.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he finds Stills complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. That's right. Me and you. It's just me and you.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Newton now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Newton on 1st down. Jones has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Newton throwing again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now. They'll
begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 99 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and then, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Stepping up. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Come on, boy. You take first. Don't be scared of it. 53.
On first and 10, Newton flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 60 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 48, Chiefs 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete. Stills. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running is Jacobs, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Shit. Watch the shit.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 23-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr going to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. check the box, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time.
To throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow, I'm going.
He's getting some penetration.
Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. 53.
Now it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the...
That's caught at the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.